What was that lesson like? Who taught it to you?
An Olympic archery coach who I'm pretty sure was also a Marine. I mean, like, you know, straight up Marine haircut all the time. But he coached a couple like super high level archers. But he was also like, he didn't coach very many people, and he was also, you know, very, I don't know, he was very like stone, you know. So you knew if he was there watching his few athletes, and they like would pay for him to come and stuff like that. But I remember one time I was in a leading group. You got peer grouped, and then the second day you're, you know, like ranks 1, 2, 3, and 4 together on the target, you know, and they shoot through, and then it kind of came down to the last target, and, you know, I needed a 12 or something to make it into the shoot off, you know, into the top 6, and I missed, you know, and I was freaking pissed about it, you know, like broke my stabilizer over my knee and freaking hammer tossed my bow through the woods type thing. And, you know, ended up coming back like with my bow, just kind of seeing the damage I did. And he came over to me. His name was Tim Strickland. And he said, you know, you could be an amazing archer, but he said, until you start not letting the arrow that you shoot affect the ones that are still in your quiver, you never will. And he said, he goes, do you know a way to get an arrow back once it's left your bow? And I said, what do you mean? He goes, do you know a way to get it back other than to physically go down there and pull it out of the target like you just did? And I said, no, sir. And he said, well, once it's gone, it's gone. And he said, so if you make one mistake, don't make the same mistake for every arrow that's left in your quiver. You know, make one, pull it, you know, pull that arrow out, throw it away, whatever you want, but there's other arrows in the quiver that are capable of doing what you want them to do. And so there's been tournaments where I've actually talked, you know, where I will freaking make a bad shot and then just look down at my quiver and be like, do any of you sons of bitches want to go in the 10 ring? Because that guy didn't. And, you know, and it was just like a totally different approach. And mentally, it's, you know, I've totally, it honestly helped me. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but, you know, he told me, he said, you won't figure out how to win until you learn how to lose. And that was, you know, I was like, the rage of losing was overpowering my ability to perform at my best, because I was letting those things happen. And then I remember kind of wanting